Hello and welcome to this training program on how to effectively use Google Calendar to schedule meetings in G Suite. You could use this calendar feature to engage with your students through Classroom. Also, you can use it to engage with other faculty members in your department or to organize any meeting or to keep them informed of your calendar schedule. So let's go through its features. So you can access Google Calendar two different ways. You could go to calendar.google.com, or if you use an Android device like an Android phone, you can log into your calendar, which is synchronized with G Suite. So the simplest thing to see, and when you open up G Suite, your calendar in your computer or on a browser, this is how you would see it. Calendar.google.com would line up on your page and ensure you've logged into your G Suite account, which is visible on the top right corner. Now, for example, I need to schedule a meeting, and I want to schedule it, say, on Tuesday, on the 8th of December. So I can pick a slot. So you want to fine tune your slots. For example, I want it to be between 11 and 12. Then you pick your slot. Either you can pick a random slot on any day and change its date and time. So your date, you can pick your date. And for your time, you can pick your time. You can edit. Example, by default, it's 1 hour slots. You can increase it to 30 minutes or 45 minutes or even whatever custom time you want. So that's how you pick your time slot. So once you pick your time slot, your calendar is ready to be. Now you got to give it a name. So it's going to be a meeting with, or let's call it a department meeting. So it's an event, okay? So this is going to be an event. So you can do many more things with your calendar. For example, you want to inform them you're out of office for a meeting. So if anybody gives you a new meeting request, automatically it get declines, and you can mention it as part of your out of office reminder. And this is to anybody who sends you mail or only people within the college. So you can choose how you want to make that. Or you want to set a reminder for yourself. For example, you want to remind yourself to do a certain task or remind yourself for a certain activity. So you can set a reminder for yourself using calendar or a task. And this task is linked with your task list on your tasks.google.com. And you also have appointment slots. So if you want to book an appointment with somebody and book a slot, you can use appointment slots. So let's do a simple event now. Now, is this event, now you can, this is your limited view, which is part of your calendar, or you want to go a detailed view, click on more options at the bottom. You open up on a full screen. Now the date is here, the time from and to is here. Now, if you want to repeat this every week, you can say it repeats every week. Weekly is on Tuesdays, or monthly on the second Tuesdays, annually on December 8th, if it's an anniversary you want to remember, or every weekday, Monday to Friday at this time, or you can customize it. So let's go, it doesn't repeat. It's going to be a one-off meeting. Now, why do we set meetings is because we want to effectively engage with our audience where they report to the meeting on time, they join us on time, there's no wastage of time. So that, for example, many people organize meetings and feel that people don't come on time. They're upset with others because they don't come on time. If they had effectively used Google Calendar and send them a reminder, and if they still don't come on time, then you can blame them. When you have apps like WhatsApp and you send them a reminder, it does not reach them on time sometimes, or they don't check it. It does not bring up a notification on top of the screen, or they get too many notifications. They're not able to prioritize their notifications. This app, Calendar, will help you prioritize the notifications. So the moment you send them a reminder, for example, you have a meeting tomorrow, and you send them a reminder today, saying that tomorrow you have a meeting between 11 and 12. What happens is at 11 o'clock, 10 minutes before that, you can set up a reminder on that pops up on your phone screen saying that in 10 minutes you have a meeting at so-and-so location, so-and-so room. All the specifics are there in the email. So they don't know where they don't have to be confused of where they're going to go. And this is all dynamic. You can change at any point of time. So this is a meeting, a one-off meeting, a department meeting, and I want to set a notification. Now, notification is a reminder. So when I say a reminder, notification is something that pops up on your phone as a notification, or you can have an email sent to them at a particular time. For example, by default, it's set as 10 minutes. I can add another notification, say 1 minute, one at 10 minutes, and I want another reminder in 30 minutes time. So 30 minutes before your meeting, you get a reminder. 10 minutes before the meeting, you get a reminder. So who customizes it? The person who schedules the meeting has customized it in such a way. You would get one reminder. For example, it's scheduled for 11 o'clock. 10:30, it pops up on your screen saying in 30 minutes you have a meeting with so and so. Plus, 10 minutes before, at 10:50, you get another pop-up on your screen saying a notification, you have a meeting in 10 minutes. Such a beautiful feature is available in the calendar. Next, when you're booking a meeting, you want to mark yourself as busy so that others, if they try to book a meeting slot at the same time, they will not be able to because you've marked yourself as busy. And you want to make yourself visible so anybody who's trying to book a meeting within the organization can see you, or even people outside the organization should see you. That's how you can make yourself visible here. So let's say if this is a scheduled department meeting. So, and you can put your agenda here. So you can put your agenda here so people, when they get the reminder, they know exactly what you're inviting them for. And now I can add many people to this calendar. For example, I want to add Robin. I want to add the principal, maybe. I want to invite him for a meeting, and I want to add, say, somebody else. So what happens is they are being invited. I'm the organizer, and they're being invited to the meeting. Now, when I go find a time, it will tell me that Robin has already got a class scheduled between 11:30 and 12:30. That is a conflict, so which means I need to find a time where Robin is available. In other words, I should be available, the principal should be available, and Robin should be available. So which means I can't pick this time because he scheduled it through his calendar that he's busy between 11:30 and 12:30. So this is a beautiful feature to know if they're really busy, if they're available, even before I ask them for an RSVP saying that will he be able to come for the meeting, to see their calendar. So since I know that Robin is not available, I will have to reschedule this, maybe from 10:30 to 11:30. Now, if you go back to the find time, you notice that it doesn't clash. Hopefully, and I close the meeting on time so that he should be able to go back to his class and engage with his classroom. Now I need to ask him, are you okay with this time? So all this is communicated not on WhatsApp. Will you be able to come? No. Send them an email with a calendar request. They see the calendar, they accept the meeting. Before I even send it, I see their calendar to know for sure if they're available at the time slot. So this is how I know setting up a meeting between 9 o'clock and 12 o'clock with Robin might not work on this particular Tuesday because he's got a class with his classroom. Now I've added. Then I can also do is add rooms. For example, I need to have this room, I want to have this meeting in the director's office. So I see that this room is suitable for up to 12 people. It's at the ground floor. It has a projector, it has a chalkboard, it has got tables, a conference table. These are all added as part of your added by your G Suite admin, so which you would not be able to change. Plus, you can also add the location. So if you scroll down, you have a lot more features. So you can add location, you can add, if you want to add people to join them on a call, you can add a call feature. So if they're not able to join in person, they can join remotely. Any feature is all part of your calendar and it's available in one place. So location, I want to put it as GEMS Polytechnic. It's on the map. Yes. So the location is GEMS Polytechnic. Inside GEMS Polytechnic, it's going to be the director's office and the ground floor. And we'll be marking ourselves as busy at that time the moment they accept the meeting. And I can put the agenda of the meeting. So it's not an email saying that we have a meeting and chatting the agenda by email. It's a calendar request. Time slots are booked. In case somebody else tries to book a meeting between, let's say 10:30 and 11:30 with either the principal or Robin, it'll show them that they're busy. If they cancel this meeting, yes, that slot will be available for somebody else to book, to engage with them for a meeting or a discussion. So the most important thing is it avoids confusion. It reminds them on time. So the moment I send them add a notification, I can add a notification. How many minutes before, one day before, I can add a notification. Say I want an email might be sent 1 day ahead of time. So I would say this is one and a day before. So 1 day before the meeting, an email will go to them saying that just to remind you that we have a meeting tomorrow at 10:30. So all this is possible with a simple calendar invite for a department meeting. So now you can save it. And when you save it, it would ask you if you want me to send a notification to them. If you send, they will get an email. If you say do not send, it'll automatically book their calendar, but they will not get a notification. So it all depends on how you want to go ahead. I'm not going to book this meeting for now, but yes, that's the options. The moment I book the calendar, and what happens is maybe it goes up like a meeting like this. So it gives you, I can edit at any point of time. Yes, in this meeting we have, it's me, the organizer, we have Bhaskar, Dinesh, Robin, and Titus, the five of us. And since it's a meeting that I've scheduled, I can also go ahead and edit it maybe. And I can see if anybody's busy at the time. I see that nobody's busy at the time and their calendars are visible to me. And for example, you can also talk about booking the director's office for a meeting. For example, we have a conference room. I can book the conference room. In case somebody else tries to book the director's office between 10:30 and 11, for example, this time slot is between 1:30 and 2:30, the director's office, it'll tell that the director's office is booked for a meeting by Simon and four others during this time. So that is also booked. So I've booked the room, I've booked the people, time is set, communication is set. And there's no, and for example, it says that one person has accepted the invite and four of them are waiting to be accepting the invite. In other words, this is a reminder for next week. So by next week, it'll automatically pop up on your screen as a notification 1 day in advance. So that's how it's configured. So they have a notification 1 day in advance. They have a notification 30 minutes before. They have a notification 10 minutes before. Plus, in case they're not able to join in person, they can join with Google Meet, and the Google Meet ID is here. And so in case 10 minutes before it pops up on the screen and they know they're out of office and they still want to join the meeting, they can join with Google Meet. So we don't miss anybody. The meeting goes on as scheduled. We can discuss, we can present, and everything we do is here. So I can add a note, I can add guests, I can so you can add a note to them if there's any change. Anything is one platform to communicate. So this is how we effectively use Google Calendar. So if you're booking a calendar and if you need any help anytime, reach out to the IT department and we'll be able to help you configure your calendar and effectively start using it. And if you have any problems or if you make a mistake, don't feel bad about it. You can cancel it, we can reschedule it, we can edit it at any point of time. And we also have many other features we could learn of, and many other things might change over time because Google is dynamic. They keep improvising things. So you can give access to guest users, so they can, if you want them to modify the event, you can give them access to modify. You can give them access to edit, invite others, and you can also give them access to see who else is being invited to the same meeting. So this is what is available in Google Calendar. So this is the basics. So this is for engaging with other staff. I've given you an example, and I will show you other examples how to engage with a classroom using Google Calendar. It's something similar. Instead of having to add each and every guest, you can add a guest list. For example, you have a Google group for all your students in your class. You can add them right there, and that will invite. For example, one ID you have to invite, you can add about 30 students in that group in one shot. And yes, they will get notifications on their phone, so they will automatically log into your online class on time and not miss it. Yes, that's it for now. If you have any questions, reach out to us. Thank you and have a great day.